Hello everyone, welcome back to our English listening practice. In today's conversation, we're going to listen to a funny yet dramatic story about two people who just met on their first day, and somehow they're already arguing. And guess what? The reason is something unexpected. Their favorite celebrities. What starts as a simple introduction quickly turns into a heated debate, full of opinions, emotions, and maybe a little bit of overreaction. Through this conversation, you will learn how to express opinions strongly, disagree in English, and react naturally during a debate. So listen carefully, enjoy the drama, and don't forget, sometimes even new friendships can start with a little argument. Are you ready? Let's get started. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Junior. It's my first day of high school, and honestly, I'm just here to manifest meeting some cool dudes or a pretty girl to vibe with. Oh hey, I just spotted a total 10 over there. About to go shoot my shot real quick. Listen in and see how it goes. Hey, hi. I think we're both new here, right? I haven't seen you around before, and I've been trying to figure out who else is new so I don't feel like the only outsider in this school.
Oh, hi. Yeah, you're right. Today's actually my first day here too. I was honestly hoping someone would talk to me first because I get really awkward starting conversations with strangers.
Same here, not gonna lie. I was standing there for like 5 minutes trying to decide if I should say hi or just pretend I was busy checking my phone or something.
Well, I'm glad you didn't go with the phone option. It's kind of nice meeting someone who's in the exact same situation as me. It makes everything feel less intimidating.
Yeah, definitely. By the way, I'm Junior. I just transferred here because my family moved, so I'm still trying to adjust to everything. New place, new people, new routine.
Nice to meet you, Junior. I'm Halsey. My situation is pretty similar, actually. My parents thought this school would be better for my future, so here I am, starting all over again.
That must be tough, but also kind of exciting, right? Like we get a chance to reinvent ourselves a little and maybe try things we didn't do at our old schools.
Yeah, I like that perspective. I've been thinking about joining some clubs or activities just so I don't spend all my time feeling lost in the hallways.
That's a great idea. I was considering joining something too, maybe sports or a music club. I used to play guitar a bit, but I kind of stopped recently.
Wait, you play guitar? That's actually really cool. I've always wanted to learn, but I never had the patience or time to really stick with it.
Honestly, I'm not that good anymore, but I'd like to get back into it. Maybe this new school is the perfect chance to start again and actually commit to it.
I like how you keep turning everything into a fresh start. It makes this whole new school thing feel a lot less scary and more like an opportunity.
I guess I'm just trying to stay positive so I don't overthink everything. Otherwise, I'd probably just sit quietly in class and not talk to anyone all day.
Well, at least you didn't do that today, because now we're talking, and it already feels like I have at least one friend here.
I was just thinking the same thing. It's kind of a relief, honestly. Starting somewhere new is way easier when you're not completely alone.
So, have you explored the school yet, or are you just as lost as I am when it comes to finding classrooms and figuring out where everything is?
I'm definitely lost. I spent like 10 minutes earlier trying to find the science lab and ended up in the wrong building entirely.
That makes me feel so much better because I got lost on my way to the cafeteria. I literally walked in circles before asking someone for directions.
At least we're both equally clueless. Maybe we should just stick together for a while so we don't keep getting lost separately.
That actually sounds like a really good plan. Two confused people are probably better than one, right?
Exactly. And hey, since we're already talking and kind of surviving this first day together, do you maybe want to hang out after school?
Hang out, like where? I mean, I'm not against it. I'm just curious what you have in mind.
There's a cafe not too far from here. I passed it on my way to school this morning and it looked pretty cozy. I was thinking we could just chill there and talk more.
That actually sounds really nice. I haven't explored the area at all yet, so going somewhere new with someone I just met makes it less awkward.
Yeah, and we can get to know each other better without the whole classroom pressure. Plus, good coffee always helps with first day stress.
True. I could definitely use something comforting after today. It's been a lot to take in. New teachers, new classmates, new everything.
Same here. I feel like my brain is already tired from just trying to remember people's names and not look completely confused all the time.
Honestly, I've already forgotten most of the names I heard today. I just smiled and nodded like I understood everything.
That's exactly what I did. It's like we're both just pretending we have everything under control when we actually don't.
Well, at least we're honest about it with each other. That makes things feel a lot more real and less stressful.
I agree. So after school, we meet at the front gate and head to the cafe together.
Yeah, that works for me. I'll probably need a few minutes to pack my things, but I'll meet you there.
Perfect. I'll wait for you. No rush. It'll be nice to actually relax after this long first day.
I'm looking forward to it. Honestly, I didn't expect my first day to turn out this good. I thought I'd just go home feeling exhausted and alone.
I'm glad it didn't turn out that way. Meeting you definitely made my day a lot better than I expected.
Same here, Junior. It's funny how one simple hi can change everything about how a day feels.
Yeah, sometimes it's the smallest things that make the biggest difference. And today, that hi turned into a plan to hang out at a cafe.
And hopefully the start of a really good friendship. I think we both kind of needed that.
I think so too. All right then, I'll see you after school at the gate.
See you later, Junior. Don't get lost again before then.
No promises, but I'll try my best. Wow, this place actually looks even better than I expected. It's got that calm vibe, you know? Not too crowded, not too quiet, just perfect for caulking.
Yeah, I like it already. It feels cozy, like the kind of place you could spend hours in without even realizing how much time has passed.
Exactly. So what do you usually order at cafes? I'm still figuring out my go-to drink, honestly.
I usually go for iced coffee, especially when I'm nervous or tired. It kind of helps me relax and stay awake at the same time.
That sounds like exactly what I need right now. Today drained all my energy, but I still want to keep this conversation going.
Same here. It's nice to finally slow down and just talk without worrying about classes or getting lost in hallways.
So now that we actually have time, tell me more about you. Like, what do you enjoy doing outside of school?
Let me think. I really like music, like a lot. I listen to it almost all the time. It kind of helps me escape when things get overwhelming.
That's cool. I'm into music too, especially since I used to play guitar. What kind of music are you into?
Okay, don't judge me for this, but I'm a huge fan of Billie Eilish. Like, not just casual listening, I mean full-on fan.
Wait, seriously? That's actually awesome. I mean, I know some of her songs, but I didn't realize you were that into her.
Oh, I'm very into her music. I've listened to almost every song she's released, watched interviews, live performances, everything. Her style is just so unique.
I can see that. Her music has this emotional vibe that kind of sticks with you. Do you have a favorite song?
That's such a hard question, but if I had to choose, I'd say Happier Than Ever. The way it starts soft and then suddenly becomes intense, it just hits different.
Yeah, I've heard that one. The switch in energy is pretty crazy. It's like two songs in one, but it works perfectly.
Exactly, and that's what I love about her. She's not afraid to experiment or be different. It makes her music feel real, not just something made to be popular.
That's a really good point. I think that's why people connect with her so much. It feels genuine, not forced.
Yeah, and her lyrics, they're so honest. Sometimes I feel like she's saying things I don't even know how to express myself.
That's powerful. Music like that can really mean a lot, especially when you're going through changes, like starting at a new school.
Exactly. I actually listened to her songs a lot before moving here. It helped me deal with all the stress and uncertainty.
I get that. For me, playing guitar used to be my escape. Whenever I felt overwhelmed, I just sit down and play for hours.
That sounds really nice, honestly. Do you think you'll start playing again?
I think I will. Talking about it now kind of reminds me how much I miss it. Maybe I just needed a little push.
You should definitely do it, and who knows, maybe one day you'll play a Billie Eilish song and I'll be your biggest fan.
Deal, but only if you promise not to judge my skills too harshly.
No promises. I might be a very demanding fan.
That's a little intimidating, but also kind of motivating at the same time.
Good, that's the goal. So what about you? Besides music, what else do you like?
I like simple things, honestly. Hanging out like this, playing games, sometimes exploring new places. I'm not really into anything too complicated.
That sounds pretty nice, actually. I think simple things are underrated. People always chase big moments, but it's conversations like this that really matter.
I agree. Like if you told me this morning that I'd be sitting in a cafe having this kind of conversation with someone I just met, I wouldn't have believed it.
Same here. I thought today would be awkward and exhausting, but it turned out to be kind of special.
Yeah, it really did. I'm glad I decided to say hi earlier instead of just standing there, overthinking everything.
Me too. Otherwise, I'd probably be sitting here alone right now, scrolling on my phone and pretending I'm not nervous.
Well, now you're here, talking about your favorite artists like a true fan.
Hey, don't underestimate my level of dedication. I could probably talk about Billie Eilish for hours if you let me.
Honestly, I don't mind. It's kind of interesting hearing someone talk passionately about something they love.
Careful what you say, I might actually start a full presentation right here.
Go ahead. I'll just sit back and enjoy the show.
All right, maybe I'll save that for next time. I don't want to scare you away on our first hangout.
Too late for that. I think I'm already enjoying this too much to be scared off.
Good, because I'd like there to be a next time.
Yeah, I'd like that too.
Okay, I tried to hold back earlier, but I can't anymore. I have to talk about this. You don't understand. Billie Eilish is literally on another level compared to other artists right now.
I kind of saw that coming. You've been building up to this ever since you mentioned her name. All right, go ahead. I'm listening.
No, seriously, I'm not even exaggerating. It's not just her voice or her songs, it's everything. Her aesthetic, her attitude, the way she presents herself. She's completely different from everyone else.
I mean, being different is definitely a good thing in the music industry, but the best singer right now? That's a pretty bold claim.
Bold? Yes, but I stand by it. I genuinely think she's the best singer of this generation. Not just popular, but impactful. There's a difference.
That's interesting. So what makes her better than other artists in your opinion? I'm curious to hear your reasoning.
Okay, first of all, her voice. It's not about hitting the highest notes or showing off. It's soft, controlled, and emotional. She knows exactly how to use it to create a mood.
That's true. Not every great singer needs to be super loud or dramatic. Sometimes subtlety can be even more powerful.
Exactly. And then there's her style. She doesn't follow trends, she creates them. The oversized outfits, the unique visuals, the dark but artistic vibe, it's all so iconic.
I've definitely seen people try to copy that style. So yeah, I guess she's influencing more than just music.
Right, and her lyrics, don't even get me started. They're so raw and honest. She talks about real emotions, real struggles. It doesn't feel fake or manufactured at all.
That kind of authenticity is rare. A lot of artists play it safe, but she seems more open about expressing herself.
That's why I respect her so much. She's not trying to please everyone. She just does what feels true to her, and somehow it still connects with millions of people.
So for you, it's not just about the music, it's about who she is as a person too.
Yes, finally, you get it. It's the whole package. Talent, personality, creativity, she has all of it. That's why I say she's the best right now.
I mean, I can't fully argue with that. You've made some pretty strong points.
Pretty strong? That's all I get after that passionate explanation?
Hey, I'm being fair. I'm just saying there are a lot of amazing artists out there too. But I can see why you'd put her at the top.
Okay, that's reasonable. I'll accept that for now. But deep down, I know I'm right.
You sound very confident about that.
Because I am. If someone asked me to choose one artist to represent this era of music, I'd pick Billie Eilish without hesitation.
That's a serious level of loyalty. Have you ever seen her live?
Not yet, but it's literally one of my biggest dreams. If she ever performs anywhere near here, I'm going, no matter what.
I respect that dedication. Hopefully you'll get the chance someday.
I will. I'm manifesting it. And when that day comes, I'll probably cry, scream, and lose my voice all at the same time.
That sounds intense, but also kind of unforgettable.
It would be the best day ever, no question. Honestly, even just thinking about it makes me happy.
You know, it's kind of nice seeing someone talk about something they love this much. It makes the conversation feel alive.
Really? I was worried I might be talking too much.
Not at all. I mean, yeah, you're talking a lot, but it's interesting. I'd rather hear someone passionate than someone giving short, boring answers.
Okay, good. Because once I start talking about Billie Eilish, it's really hard for me to stop.
I've definitely noticed that.
Hey, don't make fun of me.
I'm not, I promise. I actually like it. It makes you, you.
That's kind of sweet, actually. Thanks.
No problem. So if she's the best singer in your opinion, do you ever try to sing her songs?
Sometimes, yeah, but it's harder than it sounds. Her control and emotion are really difficult to replicate.
I can imagine. Maybe you just need more practice.
Maybe, or maybe I just need her level of talent, which is impossible.
Don't say that. Everyone starts somewhere. Who knows, maybe one day you'll surprise yourself.
Maybe. If that happens, you'll be the first person I perform for.
I'll hold you to that.
Deal, but only if you play guitar along with me.
Looks like we both have something to work on then.
Yeah, and honestly, that makes this whole new beginning feel even more exciting. I'm telling you, there's just no one like Billie Eilish right now. Everything about her feels authentic and different, and that's what makes her the best singer of this generation.
Okay, I've been listening to you for a while now, but I have to be honest. I'm starting to disagree with you on that.
Disagree? Wait, seriously? After everything I just explained?
Yeah, seriously. I mean, I get why you like her, but calling her the best singer feels like a stretch to me.
A stretch? Wow. Okay, now I'm curious. Who do you think is better then?
Honestly, I'd say someone like Olivia Rodrigo or Sabrina Carpenter. Their vocal range is insane, especially when it comes to high notes.
Oh, come on. You're comparing them to Billy? That's not even the same style.
I know it's different styles, but we're talking about best singer, right? That usually includes vocal ability, and high notes are a big part of that.
That's such a narrow way to look at it. Singing isn't just about how high you can go. It's about emotion, tone, and connection.
I agree with that, but still, sometimes it feels like Billie Eilish is just whispering. Like, where's the power?
It's not just whispering. It's controlled, intentional, and stylistic. That softness is what makes her stand out.
I get that it's a style, but when I listen to Olivia Rodrigo, for example, she can go from soft to powerful and hit those high notes perfectly. That takes serious skill.
And Billy takes serious skill too, just in a different way. Controlling your voice like that without losing emotion is not easy.
Sure, but if we're talking about raw vocal ability, I still think Sabrina Carpenter and Olivia have the edge.
You're focusing too much on technical ability and not enough on artistry.
And I think you're ignoring technique just because you love her style so much.
Wow, okay, that's a little harsh.
I don't mean it in a bad way. I'm just saying your opinion feels a bit biased.
Of course I'm biased. She's my favorite artist, but that doesn't make my opinion wrong.
It doesn't make it wrong, but it doesn't make it absolute either. Like saying she's the best, that's subjective.
Fine, it's subjective, but for me, she's still number one, no question.
And for me, I'd still pick Olivia Rodrigo or Sabrina Carpenter if we're talking about vocal performance.
You really think high notes automatically make someone better?
Not automatically, but it shows range and control. It proves what they can do with their voice.
And Billy proves what she can do by making people feel something with the simplest delivery. That's just as powerful.
I'll give you that. Her songs do have a strong emotional vibe.
Thank you. That's all I've been trying to say this whole time.
But I'm still not fully convinced she's the best singer.
And I'm still not convinced high notes are everything.
Looks like we're not going to agree on this anytime soon.
Probably not. But honestly, I kind of like this debate.
Yeah, same. It's way more interesting than just agreeing on everything.
Exactly. It makes the conversation feel real.
So, truce. We both stick with our opinions.
Truce. But just so you know, I'm still right.
And I still disagree.
This is going to be a long friendship, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think it's going to be a fun one. You know what? I tried to be nice about it earlier, but the more you talk, the more it feels like you're overhyping Billie Eilish way too much.
Overhyping? That's funny coming from someone who thinks high notes automatically make a singer superior. That's like judging a movie only by its special effects.
At least high notes require real vocal power. Meanwhile, your best singer sounds like she's afraid to wake someone up in the next room.
Wow, that's such a lazy take. Just because she doesn't scream into the mic doesn't mean she lacks skill. Not everything has to be loud to be impressive.
Or maybe she just can't go loud like Olivia Rodrigo or Sabrina Carpenter, so she sticks to whispering and calls it a style.
That's actually ridiculous. She chooses that style because it fits her music, not because she's limited. You're confusing artistic choice with inability.
Or you're just refusing to admit that your favorite artist isn't as technically strong as others.
And you're acting like a vocal coach all of a sudden. Since when did you become an expert on singing?
I don't need to be an expert to hear the difference. When Olivia Rodrigo belts a high note, you feel the power. It gives you chills.
Yeah, and when Billie sings, you feel something deeper than just, wow, that was loud. It's emotional, not performative.
Emotional or just sleepy?
Oh my God, seriously? That's your argument? Sleepy? That's the best you've got?
Hey, I'm just saying, half the time it sounds like she's about to fall asleep mid-song.
And half the time, your favorites sound like they're trying too hard to impress. It feels forced, like they need to prove something.
At least they can prove something. They've got range, power, versatility.
Billie has versatility too, just not in the way you understand. You're stuck in this mindset that louder equals better.
And you're stuck thinking quiet equals deep.
Because sometimes it does. Not everything has to be dramatic to have meaning.
Sure, but calling her the best singer still doesn't make sense to me.
And your obsession with high notes doesn't make your opinion superior either.
I'm not obsessed. I just appreciate actual vocal skill.
Oh, please. If vocal skill was all that mattered, opera singers would be topping every chart.
At least they deserve it.
Wow, okay, you're really going all in on this, huh?
I mean, you started it by declaring Billie Eilish the best, like it was a fact.
Because to me, it is a fact.
That's not how facts work, Halsey.
And that's not how opinions work, Junior.
You know what? I think you're just blinded by how much you like her. You're not even being objective anymore.
And I think you just don't get her music, so you reduce it to whisper singing to make yourself feel right.
Maybe I just have higher standards.
Or maybe you just don't understand subtlety.
Or maybe you're just too defensive to admit she has limitations.
And maybe you're too stubborn to admit that not every great singer needs to scream high notes.
You're impossible.
And you're exhausting.
Wow, we just met today and we're already arguing like this?
Yeah, because you keep attacking something I genuinely care about.
I'm not attacking you. I'm just disagreeing with you.
It doesn't feel like just disagreeing when you keep mocking her style.
And it doesn't feel like a discussion when you act like your opinion is the only correct one.
Maybe because you keep pushing back like I'm completely wrong.
Because I think you are, at least about calling her the best.
Unbelievable.
What?
I just didn't expect our first hangout to turn into a full-on argument about music.
You know what? Hold on a second.
What now? You're about to say something else about Billie Eilish again.
No, that's not it. I just realized something kind of ridiculous.
What are you talking about?
We literally just met this morning, like a few hours ago. We didn't even know each other existed, and now we're arguing like we've been rivals for years.
Wait. Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah, think about it. This is our first time hanging out, and we somehow turned it into a full debate war over music.
That's actually so embarrassing. We went from nice to meet you to you're exhausting in less than a day.
Exactly. If someone was watching us right now, they'd probably think we've known each other forever and just got into a serious fight.
Or worse, they think we hate each other.
Do we?
No, of course not. I mean, okay, I was annoyed, but not like that.
Same here. I was just getting carried away trying to defend my opinion.
Me too. I guess I got a little too intense talking about Billie Eilish.
A little? That's one way to put it.
Hey, don't start again.
I'm kidding. See, this is exactly what I mean. We almost jumped back into arguing again.
Wow, we really have zero control when it comes to this topic.
Yeah, we might need a rule. No intense music debates on the first day of friendship.
Agreed. That should definitely be rule number 1.
It's kind of funny, though. We were both nervous about being new this morning, and now we're comfortable enough to argue like this.
That's actually true. I wouldn't argue like this with someone I wasn't comfortable with.
Same. So I guess in a weird way, this is a good sign.
Yeah, I think so. It means we can be honest with each other even if it gets a little heated.
As long as we don't turn every conversation into a battlefield.
Deal. Next time, we argue about something less dangerous than music idols.
Yeah, because clearly that's a sensitive topic for both of us.
Especially when it involves Billie Eilish.
And Olivia Rodrigo.
And Sabrina Carpenter.
Okay, yeah, maybe we should just avoid all of them for now.
Probably a good idea.
So, truce again?
Truth. but this time for real.
Good. I'd rather not lose a new friend on the first day just because of a music argument.
Same here. That would be the worst first impression ever.
Hi, nice to meet you. Let's never talk again because we disagree about singers.
That sounds so dramatic, but also kind of accurate for what almost just happened.
Yeah, we really went there for a moment.
Well, at least we caught ourselves before it got worse.
True. And now we can laugh about it instead.
Yeah, honestly, it is kind of funny.
It is. From strangers to friends to rivals and back to friends, all in one day.
That's actually a pretty good story.
You know, after all that arguing, I think we completely forgot something pretty obvious.
What do you mean? Please don't tell me you're about to restart the debate again.
No. This time, I think we might actually agree on this.
That sounds suspicious already. Go on.
We've been going back and forth about Billie Eilish, Olivia Rodrigo, and Sabrina Carpenter, but we didn't even mention the most obvious name.
Wait.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't tell me we both forgot about Taylor Swift.
That's what I'm saying. How did we argue that much and not bring her up even once?
That's actually insane. She's literally everywhere right now.
Right? Like whether it's charts, concerts, or just influence in general, she's still dominating everything.
Okay, I'll admit it, as much as I love Billie Eilish, when it comes to overall impact and popularity, Taylor Swift is still on top.
Finally, something we both agree on.
Don't get too excited. This doesn't mean I'm changing my opinion about Billie.
Fair enough, and I'm not changing mine about Olivia Rodrigo or Sabrina Carpenter either.
But if we're talking about the biggest female artist right now, yeah, it's hard to argue against Taylor Swift.
Exactly. She's been consistent for years, and she keeps reinventing herself.
And her songwriting, that's on a completely different level too.
Yeah, even people who aren't huge fans still respect her for that.
Plus, her fan base is massive, like unbelievably loyal.
The kind of fan base that can break records just by showing up.
Honestly, I feel like she's more than just a singer at this point. She's like a whole phenomenon.
That's the perfect way to describe it.
It's kind of funny though. We almost ended our friendship over a debate, and the answer was sitting right there the whole time.
Yeah, we were too busy arguing to see the bigger picture.
So, official conclusion.
All right, let's say this properly.
Go ahead.
When it comes to the most popular and dominant female artist right now,
It's Taylor Swift.
agreed.
Wow, look at us, finally agreeing on something.
Feels kind of peaceful, not gonna lie.
Yeah, no yelling, no roasting, just agreement.
Maybe we should do this more often.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We'll probably argue again tomorrow.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But at least now we know we can survive it.
And still end up on the same page in the end.
Exactly.
So yeah, that was my whole yapping session with her. Can't believe it's literally J1 and we're already beefing over some celebrity. Wild, right? But honestly, I'm not even mad. At least I secured a cutie as my first friend. And that's the end of today's story. I hope you enjoyed the story and learned something new today. Remember, learning English takes time and practice, so keep listening and keep learning every day. If this video helped you improve your English, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more English learning content. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.